Hello, and welcome to Nuts About Baseball, a podcast that will entertain you with discussions involving everything baseball. I'm your host, Joe Grimme, and I appreciate you joining me. Sit back, relax, and enjoy as I share my passion for the sport we call America's pastime. Welcome, everyone, to this episode of Nuts About Baseball. I'm your host, Joe Grimme, and today I'm joined by the new head coach for the varsity baseball team at Newport Central Catholic, Nick Enginger. Nick, thanks for joining me.
You're welcome. Glad to be here, Joe.
Well, we're going to talk a little bit about you growing up and your career playing, and then you coached a little bit after college, and now you're at NCC. And so let's start back when you attended high school. You're a West Sider, went to Elder High School, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Do I have a time limit?
No, there is no clock in this, just like baseball.
Okay.
Talk to me.
Yeah. So I grew up playing baseball, football, basketball at Elder, and that was fun. Playing at Elder baseball, I'm gonna say that we're blessed that I've learned more. And actually, Coach Hetzer at Thomas More, he's the AD, assistant AD now. We'll tell you the same thing. Playing baseball at Elder, we learned more baseball at Elder than we did at NKU, playing or coaching. And I've just remembered and never forgotten all the things that Coach Thompson at Elder still has taught us. We were blessed to be a part of that organization.
Let's talk first a little bit, if you don't mind, about your playing time at Elder.
Okay.
How good was the team back then? I think I looked, and I don't know if it's accurate, 12 state championships. Does that sound right?
Elder has a really good tradition on the baseball. I mean, everybody thinks of the pit and football, which is cool.
Yeah.
But they actually have more Ohio State championships than, yes, even Muller.
Oh, there you go. You had to get that in, didn't you?
Yeah.
I hope I didn't lose the Crusaders listening crowd there.
Well, I'm sure they're going to catch up real quick.
Two great storied programs.
They are.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just fun playing at Elder.
How was the team when you were there?
My senior year at Elder, our entire starting nine and some on the bench played college baseball.
Wow.
Two of them were drafted, one being Charlie Becker from Indiana University's dad.
Yeah.
He got drafted as a catcher.
Huh.
And we were talented.
That's crazy.
I was lucky to play with them.
Did you have other schools you were considering to play for in college?
A little bit. I had the smaller D3s, NAIs, and then Coach Aslan was assistant at NKU at the time, and he basically said, "Hey, I'm on to NKU," and it was basically a preferred walk-on, and that's how I ended up at NKU.
How did they find you? Did they just come to some of the games and start looking? And
Todd Exxon.
Yeah, okay. Did you have any relationship with him before?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, tell me about that.
He was actually an assistant under Thompson at Elder before he went to NKU. Huh. Then after NKU, he went to Thomas More.
Thomas More, yeah. I had no idea. He's been a guest on here. He's a friend of mine, a great guy, and I had no idea he had ties to Elder.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm good friends with Todd still. Great.
All right, so you went on to Northern, and you played under the legendary Bill Aker. Tell me about that experience.
He was a super person. Whenever I'd hook up with some of the guys that I played with, you hear Yogi Berra, you have Yogiisms.
Yeah.
Well, we have Akerisms.
That's great.
There are some funny things that, no, we couldn't laugh at the time, but we laugh at now. But it was fun.
Yeah.
He definitely cared about the players. He was very good.
Yeah. Everybody talks about him. I went to his camp several years. Never had the chance to play for him. I wasn't that good, but everybody that has played for him speaks very highly of him, and definitely I know some of his relatives as well. So, how many years did you play at Northern?
2.5.
Okay. Position?
Primarily infield, and then sophomore year we're on spring trip down in Florida. We were, you play 5 games in 5 days, and
Yeah.
running out of arms. Egg's got a little frustrated and says, can anybody, I've got to watch my mouth. Can anybody pitch?
But it's not the same if you don't cuss, if it's coming from Aches.
Yeah.
You can say it.
No, I'm not.
All right.
My wife might be listening.
That's great.
But he's like, can anybody pitch? And he's looking at, I was like, I'm a little scrawny little kid. I was like, Coach, I pitched in high school. And raised my hand. He's like, warm up. So I warm up, and next thing you know, get out of the inning, pitch next inning. And the next thing you know, I'm pitching against UC. We were D2 at the time. I'm pitching against UC twice. I'm pitching against Southern Indiana, who was really good at the time. Lewis University up by Chicago, I believe.
Yeah.
It was really good at the time. And I'm in relief for all these. And I ended up sophomore year and ended up innings-wise leading the team in the ERA. And I liked pitching, but I liked to hit. In college at the time, unless you're Tim Hudson or somebody like that, you're
typically don't do both.
Pitchers don't bat.
Right.
I just wanted to be a part of it, and so that was the history on
Good.
NKU. And then I got the NC teaching job.
Okay.
And I coached football with Bob Schneider and Jeff Shulkins for a few years. And then is when Hetz was at NKU, and said, then I got my master's to be the GA assistant then.
Okay.
And I will say those 3 years was Ake's last and Todd's first 2 at NKU. And we won our first regional as a Division II. I was there for 2002, I believe. Chris Hook was there. He was pitching coach. He's at the Milwaukee Brewers right now.
He's been a guest on here as well. That's great.
He's probably better guest than me.
No, you're both great.
Great too.
He is.
But I will throw this in to your listeners for Thomas people that when I was at NKU coaching, I will say that probably the best player that I ever coached ever, any level, but this one's NKU, was a kid from Islands by the name of Matt Mason.
Yep.
He was very good, very coachable, and just also a very good person too. So I had to throw that in.
Well, that's nice. It's a small world because my wife is his cousin. So I'm married into that family. We're all related somehow, right?
I wasn't buttering up on purpose.
No. Matthew is a great, great guy. His parents, Steve and Diane, and his brothers are good people too. Good family. That's funny. And hope to have him on here someday. I'm sure he'd be a good guest. He doesn't like to boast, and none of you do. When you're a good athlete, you just let your actions speak for themselves. But yeah, absolutely. A lot of people have talked about that. Well, okay. Well, you joined Newport Central Catholic in '97 as a teacher. When did you start coaching? Right away? Football and baseball?
So I went to Our Lady of Lourdes over on the west side before Elder. And sophomore, junior year, the coach over there at Lourdes asked me to be the 7th and 8th grade, which they're bigger schools over there. They have grade school football teams. It's different over here because each school, like Visitation, Victory, Dominic, Ignatius, they all have their own football team. The guy at Lourdes asked me to be the offensive coordinator. I played under him and for 7th and 8th grade football. So I did that, and I just really enjoyed the coaching experience. And it's a cool feeling to when you run a play or you teach a play and they do it right and it runs perfect. It's a special smile on your face when it works. And the kids see that too. And again, then I just got into teaching. I don't know. I'm a social person. I adapt. I can communicate well with teenagers, I think.
That's not easy to do. I've got 3 boys and they all are in their 20s, but oh my, what a challenge. Especially when they're not your own.
Well, actually, I think it's easy.
Might be better. You're right. That's right. Okay. Well, that's great.
Started there.
Okay. It was tough for me to get any statistics on previous years. Getting high school information is tough on the internet. How has Newport Central Catholic been recently in baseball, if you know?
I would say 500.
Okay.
Numbers have been a little bit low. We're going to be low this year. We only have 5 seniors. One of them's probably out for the year. I don't know yet, but he's going to have an ACL surgery. So,
Oh, geez.
So that's down to 4. And then, we'll be very junior heavy. So the numbers are low, but everything I've seen in the last couple of weeks and months, sophomores, freshmen, 8th and even 7th the numbers are getting better.
Okay.
So yeah, I would say recently 500, but again, when you're competing against Beechwoods and Highlands and Cufcath,
it's tough, but you're getting better. It's improving. That's good to hear. You were hired in July of last year as the head baseball coach.
Correct.
What were some of the first things that you did right off the bat?
Mr. Shulkins asked me once, Mr. Martin, and he supported my wife and her surgery. The whole baseball team did. But once he stepped down and Mr. Shulkins asked me if I was interested, I was like, Shulks, yes, I'm interested, but can you give me a couple of weeks? I got to see how my wife is going to do with this thing first.
Right.
So yeah, it was July. And one of the first things I did, actually the first thing I did the next day is I called Mark Thompson at Elder, and he answers. He didn't even say anything. He said, "Well, congrats, coach." And I'm like, "How the heck did you know that?"
Yeah.
I'm like,
news travels fast.
Yeah, apparently.
That's funny.
So I called him and I was like, "Hey, coach, appreciate it, thanks, but you think we can schedule a scrimmage?" Scrimmage. And he's like, "Hell yeah, we just schedule a scrimmage." I said, "Maybe even just JV." No, we're scrimmaging all 3. Like, oh, geez. Okay.
Hey, get your feet wet.
So that was the first thing I did. And then the hardest part, and most coaches, whoever is on your podcast will tell you this, the hardest part was finding staffing. And there's a bunch of people that say they want to help or can help, and I appreciate all that stuff, but you got to find the right nucleus and the right gel, the right people in the same mind type thing. That was the next step, and that was probably the biggest headache. And then the scheduling is what
can't be easy.
Parents don't understand is Mr. Shulkins had at least half of the schedule already pre-made, or Mr. Martin before he stepped down. So I had half of it ready. Yeah. But then you got to schedule JV freshman, and that was challenging.
You had to do it all yourself?
For the most part.
Did any of the staff stay on?
One of them.
Oh, wow.
Great parent. He's played at Newport. He was NKU's first World Series team. Huh. Greg Parrott stayed on.
How did you find your additional coaches that you needed?
I got lucky, I think. I really like the staff right now. I went back so once I first got the job, my first call was to Rocky Pangallo. Mm-hmm. Because back when we used to coach back in the day, back at NC 20 years ago, I always said, if I ever do get the head job, you're coaching with me. And, he lived up to his word.
He joined you?
So Rocky's going to be coaching first base. And then I went to Hats over at Thomas More, who was a very good friend of mine, and Dizzy at NKU.
Great guy.
You got any younger, knowledgeable coaching, like, people that want to get into coaching. Do you have any names? And Hetz gave me one, and he's going to be the head assistant, Barack Copeland. He played under Hetz he's, I don't get to tell you his age, but he played for 4 years under Hetz.
Okay.
And he's coached Select for JB Yeager, which is over on the west side. So
yeah, real good program. Yeah.
Plenty coaching knowledge. And then so I got him and Rocky Pangalo, Greg Parrott to be varsity. The JV I went back to alumni. So I like having some alumni from NC,
Sure.
being part of the staff and part of the program. Luke Geisler, who was a 3-sport player at NC, baseball, football, basketball, part of the All-A's and state football, I believe, too.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll be the head JV. And then Mike Fennell, another alum.
Oh, I know Mike. Great guy. Oh, that'll be fun.
Mike, because he's so very good with the emails and the scheduling, and he's doing a lot of he's helping me a ton behind the scenes.
Great.
Which a lot of people don't know how hard it is.
Oh, yeah.
And then the freshman, I went back to an alumni, Matt Broering. So he's an alum. He played down center, and he'll be the freshman with Andy Miller, one of the Miller boys. His brother went to Highlands.
Okay. So you got them all pretty much assembled, ready to go.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. Tryouts have already started.
Yep. We're
full force and hit the ground running. Do you know some of those juniors that you think will definitely contribute this year, or is it still to be determined?
We're going to be very junior heavy.
How about the seniors? I guess I shouldn't leave them out. You said you're junior heavy, but you've got seniors coming back, one injured. But who are some of the names that you see, if you want to mention them, that will definitely be in the starting roles?
Seniors will be Mario League and Ben Colwell. He's just coming off an injury too from football. But so those seniors will play. Hofstetter throw some innings, but the juniors, again, junior heavy. Henry Brooks, Parker Hurt. You probably know Tony Hurt, his dad. TJ Rushman be a good pitcher for us. We got a lot of arms. Fassler, Sharp, Bacon. Got a lot of arms that can throw strikes. So we're gonna pitch and play defense.
Yeah, good. All right. What are some things, in case any of those players are listening, and players from other schools, what are some things that you look for in a player coming to tryouts that impress you?
Well, they're going to laugh if they ever hear this because I say it all the time at school. Being 5'0".
I know the feeling. Yeah.
I had to do the extra little things to get as far as I got. And I just want that effort. I want to do the little things, hey, it's not going to piss me off. Hey, coach, can we stay after practice and throw me another round? Those type of things. Or, you ask to carry the equipment, this and this and that. You're like, I got it. Those, you got to have the mental. And that's one thing that I focused on in our first meeting was the mental part. But you got to have the mental part of wanting to get better. You're not just going to be given this talent. Some people are, LeBron James, whatever. No. Michael Jordan.
That's a whole nother episode, right? The debate.
You still have to work to get better
and
to see the progress. So that's what we look for.
Okay. Absolutely. More than just a baseball player, a good person.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Are you a goal setter? If so, do you have any goals that you've set for the team this year?
Or
is it always win the region? I don't know. I mean, are you realistic? You optimistic? Tell me your thoughts.
Okay. So not real numbers wise, but being at NC and being a small school, first goal would be the All-A. but then they're going to have to go through Beechwood. Okay. But I did tell them in the first meeting, and sorry, Kevin, but
I hear he's got a good squad this year.
yes,
Kevin Gray, if you're listening, and he usually does. He's been on here too.
he's great.
He is.
He's helped me a bunch.
He helps everybody.
The first one, I mean, is the All A, but that's Beechwood. So I told the kids that if we beat Beechwood, or I said, excuse me, when we beat Beechwood, the All A, that we can have a camp out, grill out down at my farm down in Kentucky.
Nice.
So parents, obviously parents, but
if that happens, I want to be there on location. I'll do some interviews. That'd be a great episode. It'll be audio only. We don't want to be seeing what's going on.
Actually,
some of these parents you're mentioning, though, I don't know. I don't know if we want to see them on. No, just kidding. Well, that's a great incentive. That's neat.
But then districts,
yeah, always.
Then region, the real region is going to be. I mean, it's really hard when you got Cuff Row, Beechwood Connor.
Yeah.
It's
good teams up here. Good teams.
Yeah. And it's luck of the draw, I guess.
Sometimes. Yeah. But true. Well, that sounds good.
It's very cool that they all help each other out, root for each other. Obviously, not when you're playing each other,
right?
But they, it's. I don't feel it in basketball.
Interesting.
But in baseball, I feel that the coaches all pull for whoever is in the ninth, whether it be All A or the region.
Right.
And we got a coaches meeting tonight, actually.
And it's funny because that's not what they call coach speak, because everybody says it, and they wouldn't be saying it if it weren't true. I've interviewed several coaches. I was involved. My boys played. I've seen it firsthand. It's kind of an anomaly where these coaches get along. Again, in between the lines, absolutely competitive, want to beat each other, but off the field, they're just so helpful and encouraging to everyone, no matter where you're from. And it's great.
Yeah.
It's kind of strange, with everyone being so competitive, but it's great. What makes this area to live in so much better,
Yeah, I am grateful for it.
Yeah, very lucky.
And John Michaels too. He's been helpful too.
Gotcha.
I don't want to forget somebody.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I appreciate your time. I hope that you'll be visiting us in the future after maybe an All-A Classic and maybe a time down on your farm. I'd love to see it and see what goes on at that party.
It's a beautiful view.
Absolutely. Well, good luck this season. I hope everything goes well, and enjoy your first year as head coach at NCC.
I hope to. Thank you.
Thanks.